Everything you watch, everything you see, and everything you do is also seen and heard by your inner child. And your inner child is still waiting for the words that they wish they'd had back then from mum and dad. And your job in inner child work is to learn to become the mum and dad that they needed, that they probably didn't get back then. And what I'd love to do today is share with you the words that your inner child needs to hear, because what they hear now changes back then. And in my school community last night, I shared loads of techniques and ways of us connecting with our inner child. And that's why I'm making this video here today for you. So when it comes to working with your inner child, the first thing that you need to do is make them feel safe. That's created through consistency. When you start showing up for your inner child every single day, and you are there for them in the morning, and you're there for them at night, and you do things with them weekly and activities, that starts to make the child inside of you, who was never seen probably, start to feel safe. And what I want you to know is when you do start talking to them, that you give them very affirming statements. The biggest thing that your inner child needs is you not to abandon them. So when you are with them, you say things like, I've got you. I'm here now. I promise you I will come back. It's going to be okay. I've got you, sweetheart. I love you. You're special. You're safe. I see you. And whatever words come in your mind, come from softness and compassion, because that's what your inner child needs. Because most of you watching this content, you will probably have the inner critic. How many of you, and comment just here, have that nagging voice that you're not good enough, you'll never make it, unlovable, don't feel worthy? When you feel and you hear those words, and you might hear stuff, for example, oh, there you go again, you've messed it up, there's no point in trying, why bother, nobody loves you, no one's going to see your posts, nobody cares. When you've got that inner critic going on in your head, I want you to know that's what we call the internal mother. And that inner critic monologue is actually feeding, and it's what your inner child heard and saw when they were growing up. I made a brilliant video all about the inner mother and how to actually, through reparenting your inner child and finding your own inner mother, and I'll link that just up there for you, you can actually start to make your inner child feel safe and come from a very nurturing, loving perspective. But when it comes to being with your inner child, follow your intuition. Use whatever words it is, but be soothing, be loving, be calming. And the biggest tip I want to give you today when it comes to talking to your inner child, make sure you let them know when you're going to see them again. If you are somebody that has a huge abandonment wound, i.e. people ghost and block you, you're really petrified and scared of people leaving you. If you're in a relationship and you're like, oh my God, he's going to leave me, he's going to cheat, that is the abandonment wound. And in order to heal the abandonment wound inside of yourself, the more that you are with your inner child, the more you will start to feel safe inside, and people will stop ghosting you and blocking you. If you get people that give you silent treatment, that will stop too. So take today from me that any inner child work you do, and let this be your key learning today, you tell them when you're going to come back. You say to them that I will be back next Thursday, or I will see you tomorrow. But also understand it's for you to create the expectation. When you start setting expectations and saying, I'll be there tonight or I'll see you on Sunday, you're starting to make your inner child feel safe and secure. So if you grew up like I did without a dad around after a certain age, or you grew up in very uncertain environment, you had lots of chaos, etc., when you're with your inner child, hey, it's me again. Hiya. And one of the most beautiful things that I want to also pass across to you is your inner child doesn't always want to be questioned. Sometimes they just want to know about your day. So here's what I do with my LK. Okay, I'm with my inner child every single day. As soon as I get up in the morning, the first thing I do, I check in with LK. I then, on my dog walk, check in with all my other parts. But literally, what I do at the end of the night when I also check in with her before bed and when I do my journaling before I go to sleep, I always say, hey, LK. And I can hear her voice in my head. And those of you who get good at inner child work, you'll understand your inner child has its own voice and you can hear it in your head. And one of the things I'll do is I'll be like, LK, it's Daddy here. I just want to say to you that I had the most amazing day in the whole wide world. These are the things that I do. And when you start coming from a place of you're informing your inner child doesn't always think you're going to question them. Because your job is to do activities with them. And the other tip that I'd love to pass across to you is when you're doing activities with your inner child, that's the perfect time to do any reparenting work once they feel safe. And that's why I created the Inner Child Reset for you. That is everything in a 30-day program, or 90 if you want to spread your cost, where you can actually have a checklist for the morning, at night, what to do weekly, over 50 activities. And I've even written a bedtime story that you can also read to your inner child. Know this, whatever you do today with your gorgeous, beautiful inner child, that changes everything that happened back then. They only need you. You are the only person that your inner child can be safe with, and it's on you. So if you're seeing this video today, I really hope the words I've shared with you have helped, because the greatest thing I've ever done is heal my own inner child. And that's why I became a qualified trauma practitioner, so that I could help people like you. You could find my videos and I can go, hey, do you know what? My name's Kel. I've got the lived experience and I create my content from a place of all of the healing that I've done, that I also do with my clients. So subscribe and follow me. I've got tons of videos to make, all that are very simple English that you can understand, where I pass across what's helped me that's also going to help you. Anyway, I hope this video has given you some things to think about. If you are struggling or you'd love to just reach out and have a chat, there's loads of links and bits and pieces below in the description here on YouTube. But I hope this video helps you and I'll see you soon. Take care. Cheers to that. Bye bye.